I am Miss Demoss, and I am the ag teacher at Modoc High School. This is my first year teaching. I student taught last year at Shannon High School, but this will be my first full-time teaching job this year. I started teaching because I always really loved school when I was a kid, and it always made me really excited to go back to school shopping and just be in school. I always loved it. And I always had really positive student-teacher relationships with my teachers growing up. They were always a really positive influence in my life, and I wanted to be that positive influence in students' lives, and that's why I started teaching. My favorite teacher growing up was actually my Spanish teacher and my math teacher in high school. They were married actually, and he was our class advisor and she was our ASB advisor, and I was always really involved in high school, so I spent a lot of time with them, and I just really got to know them, and they were always really positive influences in my life, and they still write me letters of recommendation, and they're just really good people, and they were fun. They were my favorite. My favorite subject is agriculture, but close second would be English or math. I always really liked English because I really liked to read and write when I was younger, and math, I like the challenge of it. So those are probably my other favorite subjects. My first job was a barista at a local coffee shop when I was 16 in high school. I worked with all of my best friends, and it was probably the best first job that somebody could have. I went to college at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. It's about 10 hours south of here. I did my undergrad in agricultural science there, and then I also worked on my credential, and I'm currently working on my master's there as well in agricultural education. If I could teach a different subject, I would probably teach English. I was offered an English teaching job before this, actually, so English is kind of always my first love. That's probably, if I had to do a different subject, what I would teach. Outside of school, I like to spend time with friends and family. I like to travel. I like to go camping and hiking and fishing. I like to go to concerts. Pretty much just like to go other places and see new things.